Before gods fell, before legends faded, these stories shaped the world. From forgotten gods to cursed crowns, from ancient wars to creatures beyond time. These are the myths humanity never forgot. Welcome to Mythic Cosmos. Here are all the stories.
Loki is a cunning trickster god in Norse mythology, known for his mischief and shape-shifting abilities. Though he is the son of giants, he lives among the gods and often causes trouble for them. Loki's actions lead to both chaos and solutions in myths, and he plays a central role in the events of Ragnarok, the end of the world in Norse belief.
Exoplanets are planets that orbit stars outside our solar system. Over 5,500 have been discovered so far, using methods like the transit and radial velocity techniques. Some exoplanets are Earth-like, while others are gas giants. In Norse tradition, Yule was a midwinter festival celebrated long before Christmas. The god most closely associated with Yule is Odin, the All-Father. During Yule, Odin was believed to lead the wild hunt, a ghostly procession across the winter sky. He was linked to wisdom, magic, and the return of light after darkness. Many historians believe that modern traditions, like gift-giving and a bearded winter figure, were influenced by Odin and ancient Yule customs.
Most people feared death, but the Egyptians feared Anubis. Anubis didn't rule the dead. He judged them. He weighed your heart against a feather of truth. If it was heavier, your soul was destroyed forever. No afterlife, no second chance. Would you survive Anubis's judgment? Once you entered his realm, you never left. Hades wasn't cruel. He was final. One step too far, and your life was over. No second chances, not even for heroes. Is this justice or eternal imprisonment?
Meet Hermes, the Greek god who could outrun anyone. With his winged sandals and magical staff, he could deliver messages at lightning speed and trick both gods and humans with his clever pranks. Fast, smart, and always one step ahead. That's Hermes.
I sacrificed my eye just to see what you're too afraid to face. I am Odin, not the god of war, the god of knowing what war costs. I hung myself from the world tree. 9 days, 9 nights, not for power, but for wisdom. You chase comfort. I chased truth, even when it screamed back at me. Every choice has a price. Every secret demands blood. And knowledge? Knowledge always hurts. You ask the gods for answers. But are you ready to lose something to receive them?
They worship heroes, but I created them. I am Ares, the chaos before the scream. They blame me for war, but war lives inside you. I don't whisper lies. I reveal what you already crave. Every battlefield is a mirror. Every scream is a confession. You call me a monster, yet you cheer when blood is spilled for a cause. So tell me, who really loves war? I'm not the one you should fear. I'm the one who ends your fear. I am Thanatos, not pain, not punishment. I am the silence after suffering. You fear death because you don't understand it. But I don't take lives. I release them. No fire, no judgment, only peace. You spend your life running from me. Yet when I arrive, you finally stop running. Death is not the enemy. It is the rest you've earned.
Icarus, the price of freedom. His greatest dream became his downfall. Icarus didn't fly too high because he was foolish, but he flew because, for the first time, he felt free. The sun wasn't just heat. It was hope, even if it came with a warning. When the wax melted, it wasn't arrogance that killed him. It was the desire for more than the world was willing to give. How much would you risk just to feel alive? Follow for myths that go deeper.
Medusa, the monster created by the gods. Medusa was never a monster. She was a priestess punished for a crime she was the victim of. The gods took her humanity and called it justice. Where the world saw a monster, she only saw survival. Who really decides what evil is? Follow for stories that change perspective. He stole fire from the gods, knowing exactly what it would cost him. Prometheus gave humanity warmth, knowledge, and a future. And Zeus called it betrayal. As punishment, he was chained to a mountain, his body torn apart every single day. He knew the pain would never end. Still, he chose humanity over immortality. Would you sacrifice everything for others? Follow for myths that burn forever. He didn't become a legend because he was strong, but because he never quit. Hercules was forced to complete 12 impossible labors, slaying monsters, facing gods, and walking into the underworld itself. Each task was meant to break him. But with every trial, he proved something greater than strength: endurance. He suffered, failed, and rose again, not for glory, but for redemption. If you had to face 12 impossible trials, would you survive? Follow for more legendary myths. What if death was a choice? In Norse mythology, Valkyries rode across battlefields, choosing who would live and who would die. They carried fallen warriors to Valhalla, preparing them for Ragnarok, the final war. They weren't angels. They were judges of fate. Were the Valkyries heroes or executioners? Comment below and follow for more mythic stories. Sisyphus rolled the stone. He once outsmarted death itself, not with strength but with awareness. For a moment, no one could die. Time froze. The world broke under immortality. When the gods reclaimed him, they didn't kill him. They gave him eternity with meaning stripped away. To push, to hope, to fail, over and over again. And that's why Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. Did you know the gods were terrified of a wolf? In Norse mythology, Fenrir grew so powerful that the gods tried to chain him. 2 chains failed. The third was made of impossible things. When he breaks free, the world ends. But what was the chain made of? Watch again, or follow to find out. The city of Troy. Was Troy just a myth, or a real city? For centuries, people thought it was fiction. Then, in 1870, ruins were discovered, right where the legend said. War, fire, and broken walls, all real. So was the Trojan horse real too? Comment fake or real.
Some say the blue crown doesn't rule kingdoms. It controls minds. Ancient legends tell of a crown glowing blue, worn only by those chosen by the gods. But every ruler who wore it lost themselves. They gained infinite wisdom, but forgot who they were. The crown still exists, waiting. Would you wear it? Watch again.